So, y'all know what time it is. It's it's Mimosas with Milan, y'all. Anyway, today I am here with Miss Honeyjane. So, Miss Honeyjane, tell the people where you're from. Where you currently reside at.
So right now I'm staying in Ghana, but I am originally from Philadelphia, and I moved to Africa February last year, so 2021. I'm coming up on my 1 year anniversary.
Yes. So how was it like moving from like, you know, a city like Philadelphia? I'm originally from Philly too, so you know that. But anyway, how was it coming from there then like, you know, going to like somewhere else like Africa?
It was definitely a culture shock. It was totally different. Nothing like the city. Talking about like dirt roads, driving on the other side of the car, and the other side of the road at the same time.
Yeah.
Just people dressing different. When I first moved, I moved to Tanzania. So like something like this, I couldn't even wear here because it's a real like Muslim country. So I had to wear shirts down to my elbow, dresses past my knee, no cleavage. Yeah, it was real conservative to live over there. So it was totally different. But I just had my mind in a space where I was like, I'm gonna just be open to, you know, anything, and I'm gonna just throw away everything else that I believed about Africa or how I felt about, you know, how I dress. I just want to be a part of their culture.
Right. Because it's like, you know, when I think about going to Africa, like we talked about this before, like you just think about like, you know, it just being like not like the city, like you like country or whatever. Like you just think about that. Like you think about just seeing like animals just as soon as you walk out your door.
That's true.
Seriously?
You see animals everywhere. Like here in Ghana, you see a lot of stray dogs. In Tanzania, it was like goats and cows just everywhere.
Just walking, like as soon as you walk out your front door, you can see a cow or a goat walking past. I would like, I don't know, you was never scared. So what would you like what advice would you give someone moving from like a big city or just moving from their hometown and picking up and going somewhere that's like totally different?
I think that my main advice would be just don't be afraid, don't be fearful, believe in whatever it is that you believe in daily that keeps you safe. Have an open mind and just stay kind and welcome to meeting new people. Just do your best not to judge people. Everybody is different, and that's what makes the world go round. All of our differences.
Right. I feel the same way. I never been like scared to move from my hometown. Obviously, I never moved to Africa, but I moved like, you know, to different like big cities where I had like no family, no friends in the city, or I might have had friends, whatever. But I had no family or nothing like that, so it's like I was basically like out there alone. But I never been like afraid to just go, like, because I never wanted to just stay in my home city. Like, you know, like I like being able to travel, try new things, meet new people, try like different foods and things like that. So that's why I'm super excited to one day like come there and just be able to experience like everything and see how it is. Like, you know,
you will love it. The nightlife is crazy. Just having the abundance of fruits and vegetables at your hand, like just going outside and getting a fresh coconut, and you know, just having just the experience of being in a different culture and eating different foods, like you said, it's really nice.
Right.
It's really nice.
So let's get down to the other stuff when it comes to being over in Africa, honey. How's the party scene? How's the men? Like, how's your love life since leaving, like, you know, America and going over to there? Like, what's the difference in culture when it comes to dating?
Yeah, so I realized that here in Ghana, I think the women are a little more submissive to their men.
Right.
And it becomes a little bit challenging for me as a Black American woman because I grew up to be independent, you know, to a certain degree. So I feel like sometimes when I may have a slight little attitude or get a little snappy, it may come across as disrespectful or rude to, like, you know, men here. And I just think that sometimes, you know, they just need to kind of loosen up a little bit and be comfortable with the fact that women have a voice, and if they want to speak up, it's, you know, that's okay. But I think that also just had me just kind of learn that maybe I need to look at myself and see, like, can I express myself in a better way that's not coming off as, like, snappy or, you know, a little, like, sassy.
I don't think like we're like snappy. I more so think that it's like I think that sometimes people aren't used to like a strong-minded, like, you know, woman, or just somebody that's just always have an opinion. Like, you know, some people is just a be quiet and it's whatever you want or whatever you think. I personally can't do that. Like, you know, because it's like I'm gonna always have an opinion. I'm always going to be a debate if I think different from you. Like, and it don't have to be like a bad debate or anything. Like, it could be like a good thing. But, you know, sometimes when you might be, if you're with like an alpha male, and then like you're like very strong-minded or opinionated, then it's going to always come off like you're trying to argue. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So what major city would you compare where you at, like, when it comes to party life? The party scene.
I think that being in Ghana, I've probably been to some of the best parties of my life.
Really?
The music, it's just the music and the vibe for me. Literally everybody dance. Because you got all the Afrobeat dances and everything they be doing. So everybody dances. Everybody gets dressed to the T. I'm ready to impress. And then you have this mixture when they do like the Afro beats with like the hip hop and R&B and the rap.
Right.
So it's just like how the DJ just blends it together. It's like I could just relate to everything. And it's just so dope. And I think that being American is even more decent because when I'm in the club, they playing Meat Mills. I'm hyped. I'm like,
out there.
Like, you know what I mean? And y'all don't even know. So it just feels good. You know, to be in the environment and to have the experience of being Black American in Africa, you know.
Right. And I know you were telling me before, which I found like so strange because you just wouldn't even think this, that like when you first came there, like how the people didn't really take to you. Like,
yeah, it was the strangest thing. Like it was the strangest thing because like when I came, I thought everybody was like, "Oh, welcome back, sister." You know, like it's the land of the return in Ghana. And the whole time they looking at me like, "Okay, you're here, but you're American, and we look at Americans as white status, so therefore you're a white girl."
Right. And it's like, hold up. So when I'm back home, I'm telling everybody I'm just like you, and I get over here and you kind of just like,
like, so that's very offensive. And, you know, with that being said, they do a lot of extortion. So they think, oh, you American, you got money. But I'm like, I'm not that kind of American. I'm a Black American. Like, you don't know how it is to be Black in America. So don't judge me just because I'm from a different country.
Right,
you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we still got the same skin color. So we related some kind of way. So don't do that to me. So that's just one thing that bothers me, just not even just in Ghana, but over the whole continent. Like, I went to 3 countries so far here, and I kind of felt that everywhere I went. But at the same time, I feel like as long as you're respecting people's culture, trying to learn their language, and, you know, like I said, being polite, being kind, then eventually you'll kind of get into their ways. You know, you learn their personalities, you learn how to loosen up to them, so it's just easier to talk to them. And then you start to learn, you overcharging me. I know the rules. Like, don't do that.
No, I definitely understand that. So, like, how was it transitioning, like, your business from, like, America to over there? Like, is it doing better? Like, are the people, like, taking to it? Like, things like that.
It's definitely a struggle, honestly, because in America, we are just so far ahead, like, in society, like, in our social life. And what we think that we find important and things that we adopt in our life. But yeah, so you know how like in Africa you think, oh, you're going to the motherland, you about to get healed, it's about to be earth. It's not even that deep. Like, I'm not gonna say it don't exist. It does, but like on a certain degree. It's not like that's not everybody's like lifestyle here. So I thought when I brought forward wellness here, everybody was gonna be like, oh, sea moss, oh, therapeutic massage,
right.
Sea moss skincare, oh, this is fire, and they don't like what's sea moss.
Not knowing,
like, oh, you can use massage to heal your body. Oh, we just know about happy endings.
Like, look, I ain't saying anything about getting healthy, but no, for real, I get that. But it's good that you even took that chance and, like, you know, you took your business somewhere where you don't have no type of connections, and you try to make it work. Like, you making it work for you. So that's good.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I'm gonna keep going with it. I'm not gonna give up on it. It's just gonna take some time for people to get acclimated and to learn about the lifestyle. But while that's, you know, coming together, you know, you always gotta have a few side hustles to keep the money coming in. But I'm gonna reach my goals.
Of course. Before we even get into this, y'all, I forgot to mention she is a vegan. So that means no meat. Not a vegetarian, not a pescatarian, but a vegan. Right? Because there's a difference. There's a difference between all of them. Because sometimes I feel like people get the whole vegetarian and vegan thing mixed up too. Like, I feel like those are the main two that they get, like, mixed up with, like, what you're supposed to eat. Because I'm not going to lie, at one point, I did that. Like, it was like, I would say, like, oh, I don't eat meat. But it's like, but I'm not a vegan. But I'm, I guess, a vegetarian or I guess a pescatarian. So you're a vegan. So what's the difference between like being a vegetarian and vegan, and what, like, you know, how's it been going for you?
Okay, so veganism solely means that you don't eat anything that comes from an animal or its byproducts. So that means that you don't eat any dairy, any any meats, any eggs, like anything that have any animal in it, like jelly. Like butters that's not vegan, things like that. So here, it's been actually going okay. They're not vegan over here. There's a lot of nut milk here. There is like a few vegan restaurants and some places that make vegan pastries and vegan cheese, but you won't really find that in the market.
Right.
There's like dairy-free butter, but there's a very small option. But being though that I've been practicing veganism for almost 6 years, I've learned how to be creative and make my own things. So I can make walnut meat. I can make my own cheese, my own ranch dressings and stuff like that.
Right.
So it's just, just costing me a couple dollars.
Yeah, because it's expensive. Like, when I tried to be a vegetarian or a pescatarian, I'm going to say, because I was still eating seafood. Like, I would eat salmon and crabs and shrimp and stuff like that. But I did that for like 6 months and felt like I was spending so much money. Like, so much money. And after like a while, it's just like, all right, I can just pay like, $4 for a burger or something like that. But no, like, seriously, like, it did become like extremely expensive. Like, and you would think, because like they say like, oh, eat healthier, this and that, but it's like the healthy stuff is the expensive stuff. Like,
exactly. And that's very much true. And over here, it's like, it's not even the healthy stuff, the expensive stuff, because I can walk to the corner and get me banana, apples, watermelon, all like with seeds in them, organic,
right, and
pay less than $10, pay less than $8,
right,
and get all of this stuff. But at the same time, if I want to get berries, strawberries, like nuts and stuff like that, it costs so much because it doesn't grow over here. Right. So what I found out and kind of realized is that, like, here in Ghana, you have the space to grow if you want to grow food. So that's like my ultimate goal. So that way I can save. And that way I can also have more money to splurge on like strawberries and nuts and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, it sounds so good and like real, just like, what's the word? Why can't I think of the word? Oh, like it sounds like a breath of fresh air when you hear somebody say splurge, but when they're using the word splurge, you're talking about actually being healthy and like foods. Because over here, when you hear somebody say splurge, they're just talking about like buying like stuff, like, materialistic things and stuff like that. So that sounds good. But I definitely want to.
Health is wealth. So.
Health is, no, it definitely is. It definitely is, y'all. Like, so I need to do this, like, get on that page, like, not necessarily saying that I have to be a vegan, but just like trying to eat better and put better things inside my body, because I eat whatever. Like, I eat vegetables.
I had my moments too. I was just thinking today, like, I want some Oreos.
No, wait. Well, I was just about to bring that up and start laughing so hard about you talking about some Oreos when you don't. I'm just like, girl, now. Like, that was funny. Basically, like, everything's been, like, good. Like, everything's been better for you, or you just feel like a better person, like, being over there.
I think that I've grown a lot. Like I said, I've been here for a year, so I've been through different emotional stages since I've been here. Because when I was in Tanzania, I had the worst experience. Like, Tanzania was so beautiful. I went on safaris. I went on hikes. I saw lions, giraffes, zebras, everything. The most beautiful country I've been to. But the people there, like, are very scamish. And I got caught up in a scam. And with that scam, it ended up being fatal because the guy actually fell in love with me. And it got very scary. He was trying to get me deported and all this extra stuff. So I had to flee that side of the continent and come to the west side. But doing all of that, it took me through different phases emotionally. Right. So now where I'm at is, yes, I'm happy to be here, but now I'm looking for more longevity results in what I'm doing. So instead of me just jumping around, traveling, being a nomad, now I'm like, okay, I have these actual goals. I have actual things that I need to work on and finances that I need to accumulate so I can reach these goals. Right. You know, so and I think I'm chilling a little bit on the traveling just to have fun. And it's time for me to buckle down. And
same. Like
I'm traveling to see you.
Exactly.
That would be the fun I will check.
But like, no, like I definitely feel that and understand that. Like, I feel like, especially with me, it's like I want to really take advantage of this year. Like, because I feel like I didn't do that. Like, every beginning of a year, or when it's getting closer to be New Year's, I always say like, oh, I'm going to get this done, I'm going to get this done. And then I don't. So I feel like with me, just like, you know, getting older, I feel like I really have to take advantage of this year. Like, so that's what I plan on doing. Like, I just plan on, like, really, like, doing the things I need to do, focusing on me, and, like, stop focusing on, like, things that, you know, that's not, like, really getting me to where I need to be at. Where I want to be at, where I need to be at, or anything like that. So, guys, we are coming to an end of Mimosas with Milan, and I definitely want to thank you, Miss Honey Jane, for being a part of my video today. So, cheers to us. So, anyway, Miss Honey Jane, tell the people where they can find you and where they can follow you at.
Yeah, sure. So, if you guys want to follow my journey and see where I have been, what am I doing, and where I'm going, you should follow my YouTube channel at More Than Travel. It'll be below. Also, all of my social media handles, especially my main page, Miss Honey Jane, will be below. And my business page is More Than Wellness. So it's basically a health and alternative healing page where I'll have my juicing ebooks, my vegan plant-based cooking recipe ebooks, and some of my massage modalities and styles that I offer. So if you're in Philly or if you're in Ghana, you may want to reach out to me. I may be around. You may be able to book a massage.
Yes.
Nonetheless, follow everything, and I look forward to showing you guys more about Miss Honey Jane and More Than Wellness.
Yes. So, y'all, again, thank you guys for watching my video, and do not forget to wait till next Sunday or the Sunday after. I ain't sure yet. But don't forget to wait for the new videos that's going to be dropping. I will see you guys next week. Bye.